Alright, yeah, welcome back to the final episode for our Magic Duels Burning Madness deck. Without further ado, let's get into the game, shall we? I'll see you there. Okay, we're in. We're on the play. We do have all of our colours of lands, including the doubles. We have discard outlets, we have a little bit of burn, and we have a reality smasher that we can't cast just yet. And a languish to back it all up. Let's do it. First turn Cinder Baron, since it will always come in tapped, might as well. Our opponent is rank 22 called Liesnock, or Lisanock, I'm not sure. And we're on green-black, so this could be Delirium perhaps. It could also be Super Friends, it could be anything to be perfectly honest. So we're going to go with Swamp and go Cold Bloodline. Our opponent's probably thinking we're playing Vampires right about now, which is one of the fun things about this deck. It looks like it's a Vampire deck, and it is not. So next turn we are going to be able to start burning our opponent away. He's Jund at the moment. Okay, so this could still be Super Friends. It could also just be a mid-range build. Not entirely sure at the moment. So we'll play a Mountain now and we'll pass the turn over, discard the Arms of the Vein on his end step in order to get a token and some burning. Looks like he's not doing anything. Okay. Probably see this token getting burnt away, to be honest. Let's have a look-see. So, ooh, come on, there we go. Burning for 3, gain 3. He's a long way away from getting his Hissing Quagmire online. So there's that. Ooh, alright, we're going to go in with our token, and then we're going to play the Chandra. Hopefully he ruins his burn on the token, and we can keep Chandra alive. He's not going to do that. Okay, he's saving himself, or he doesn't have anything. Well, let's Chandra away then. We might want to discard a land to the Cold Bloodline just to get that little bit of extra damage in. That's perhaps something we could do. If he doesn't remove Chandra, and we hit a red burn spell, we can flip her this turn. So here's hoping we hit a red burn spell we can cast. I am going to push through a little bit more damage, I think, so I'm going to discard this Swamp away. We pretty much have all the lands we need anyway. And we hit a Swamp. That is unfortunate. Okay, we're just going to get him for 4 then. And gain 2. I'm expecting to see a board wipe or something coming towards the end of this. Yet again, discard our Swamp to the Cold Bloodline. Colourless lands is all I really want to see from lands now, because then we can get a Reality Smasher out. Grasp of Darkness for the Chandra, I'd imagine. Yep. So she's gone. We were unfortunate to not hit a red instant. Well, we're going to discard the Swamp again, doing 3 damage per turn. He's just ramping into something though, so we could see maybe Planeswalkers coming out next turn. Chandras and the like. So I'm really hoping we'll hit a colourless land to close out the game with the Reality Smasher. And we hit a Bedlam Reveler. How many? We've only got 1 instant. Okay, so we're not actually doing too great on the instant and sorcery front. Well, continue as we were. 3 damage, gaining 3. The life gain that we're getting could just simply help us close out this game on its own, just because we'll have so much extra time against our opponent. A Westvale Abbey. That's interesting. I won't discard any of this stuff. I kind of like all the stuff we've got here. Okay, can't activate his Hissing Quagmire. He can make a token though. Yeah, you've just made a mistake there. So it comes in tapped, and I'm going to murder it. Yeah, he wants to make a 1/1 human, and I'm fine with that. He loses 1 life anyway, so it's as though we got in with the damage. So I'm going to kill his Quagmire. He's going to block, but he's already taken the 1 damage to make the token, so he's not saving anything. He's just killing one of our tokens. And we'll pass the turn over. He's at 6. He's going to have to hit something good Otherwise, he's probably just dead. Handway of battlements. Okay. And visions of brutality. Ah, if it attacks, we lose that much life. It's like a pacifism, but with a little bit of damage on it. Doesn't look like he wants to use it, though. Certainly not on a 1/1 token I have every intention of using. Alright, it looks like Bedlam Reveler is not going to be useful anytime soon, so we'll get rid of that. For an extra token. We're coming in for 3 this turn. Ooh. Lovely. I think that is going to close out the game. He has to kill pretty much all of our tokens. So he's going to take 1 damage here, go down to 5. Then he'll go down to 3 off the tokens if you don't get rid of them. And then we win. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Ooh, complete disregard. Nope, that'll still do it. We still get him for 1 damage. And the 4 for the victory. GG! Ended on 34 life. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next game. Alright, we're in. We're on the play. We have a lovely hand. I'd like to see a black mana in the future, but we have the double red for everything in our hand. We just need a colourless for the Reality Smasher by turn 5. But yeah, let's go with this. Go with a mountain and pass the turn. We might even just throw away our Reality Smasher for a Lightning Axe, perhaps, depending on what he does. Our opponent is rank 26, called Angel. He's on Orzhov at the moment with a Shambling Vent. Oh, that is lovely. Well, we're going to go Thermal Alchemist. Let's see if he's got some removal for it. My best guess is he does, but does he have one for the second? Otherwise, we could be doing quite a fair bit of damage. So he has the mana up for a Grasp of Darkness, but he should have done it then if he was going to do it at all. Okay, so I'm going to play a Thermal Alchemist. And I'm just going to pass the turn. And then we'll shock him on his end step. And maybe Lightning Axe to untap it if he wants to remove it. Could see a Touch of the Void. Ah, that's a shame. Well, we're just going to ping him for 1. We've still got a backup Alchemist. But that one's well and truly gone now. Come on. Ooh. Okay. Let's ping him. Let's Firecraft his face, untaps our Alchemist, and then we'll ping him on our end step again. Because if he wants to get him with a Shambling Vent, we can block that with the Alchemist. If he can even do it, he still needs to find a white source before he can do anything like that. And if he has some removal, we can ping him in response. It's going to be a Gideon. Ooh dear. That's a bit of a problem. We can remove it though. We can kill it on this turn. So we'll ping Gideon for 1. And then we'll Collective Defiance for 3 damage. Come on, land. Oh, beautiful. So Collective Defiance, 4 damage to a creature, 3 to an opponent. The opponent being the Gideon. We get a trigger, so we're going to tap our Thermal Alchemist. Deal it to our opponent. And that's 3 damage to the Gideon, kill his token, pass the turn. 1 Planeswalker down. This could be Super Friends by that judgment. I don't know. I've never seen Touch of the Void being played in a Super Friends deck though. But an Oath of Chandra is going to take down our Thermal Alchemist. So we're going to ping him. He's down to 12. We're struggling a little bit for options as far as our current hand is concerned. We only have 2 instants and sorceries in the graveyard. So this guy costs 6 at the moment. That is nice. That puts us closer to the Bedlam Reveler. And actually, if we... Yeah, it costs 6. He's going to cost 5 with the Lightning Axe. So we could discard the Reality Smasher with the Lightning Axe, and that will mean that we can cast Bedlam Reveler next turn and refill our hand. So I think that's what we want to do. We're going to allow him to attack him with these two, because I want to see if he's got a better option. Oh, Nahiri. Nahiri's a problem. Tapped creature, isn't it? Yeah, tapped creature. Okay, well, it's a bit of a wasted Lightning Axe, but it means we can get our Bedlam Reveler down and refill our hand. Potentially killing the Nahiri with our refilled hand. It's going to deal 2 damage to us, I believe it is. Yeah. And that's a murder. Well, we're going to lose that murder. I want to see a colourless land here. Maybe even a Reality Smasher in response. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good hand. Okay. Well. Oh. My animals are going a bit mental. He's gonna loot. He's not gonna discard his hand though. He likes the cards that he has. And he's gonna pass the turn. Alright. Cinder Barons means that we can do the Languish. Ugh. Yeah. Don't like this situation. Because we can't Madness the Avacyn's Judgment for any profit. We could ping his token, ping Nahiri, attack in. He possibly -2s to kill our Bedlam Reveler, and then next turn we play another one. Let's try that out. Yeah. So I don't like our current hand. Oh, he could Shambling Vent as well to keep it safe, but we can still Bedlam Reveler in response. So we're going to attacks. Looks like he's going to Reprisal. Okay. That's fine. We can now Bedlam Reveler and refill our hand again. Get rid of the Languish. It's not doing us any good. And we get a Burn Master's Toolkit. Sweet. Potentially, we can empty our hand out next turn. If we hit a land, we can completely empty our hand and let the Asylum Visitor start doing work. He's at 10 now with his Nahiri. He's going to Grasp of Darkness our Bedlam Reveler. So we could see an ultimate from Nahiri to get an Ulamog or something like that. We get a Chandra. Chandra is going to plus to deal 6 damage to Nahiri, I think. So, yeah, I can't see why we wouldn't do that. Next turn we could even zero cast her and we can Madness out the Asylum Visitor and the Fiery Temper. So we're going to plus Chandra. Actually, you know, rethink this, actually, because we could do 6 to his face now. And 6 potentially next turn if we don't lose our Chandra, but he could just ultimate his Nahiri. Let's fire one at his Nahiri so that he can't ultimate and fire the other one at his face. This is a bit of a conservative play, but it will mean that we don't see any hasted huge creature. So he likely loots with his Nahiri again. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Is he going to discard though? Probably not. He hasn't been doing it for the entire game. He really likes those 2 cards in his hands. One of them's an Oath of Gideon. That is a problem. Sort of, anyway. Because they will be able to chump the elemental tokens. Unless I minus Chandra first, and I don't see the point in doing that. Come on, decent card. Another Asylum Visitor. 2 for the Thermo Alchemist. We've got 4 left. We could double Asylum Visitor. Is that a good play though? That's the question. Are there other options? Is Thermo Alchemist plus Chandra, hold off a turn, and potentially do that, but that's giving him an extra turn. Whereas Asylum Visitor will give us 2 cards potentially, but we will go up to 5 cards and potentially better options. Now let's Thermo Alchemist, and then let's zero cast Chandra. Discard 3 Madness cards. Which ones do we want to do? So we've got Burn in our hand. Let's burn his face. Oh, did I not select all of them? Am I supposed to select them all? I don't know. I don't know. Please. Oh, thank God. I've never, like, multiple casted any of this, so... Let's get out an Asylum Visitor to protect our Chandra. Smouldering Marsh and pass the turn. He's down to 6. A virtual 5 with the Alchemist. Virtual 2 with the Fiery Temper. And a virtual dead with the Collective Defiance. Oath of Chandra to take down the Alchemist, I'm going to imagine. Yep. Okay. Minus Nahiri. Can't target anything though, can he? Or was that an ultimate? Oh, it was an ultimate. God damn it. Got himself a Bruna. Bruna can take down the Chandra then. But it will go back to his hand. It's cast trigger, isn't it? Yeah, so he's getting no value out of that. Just the Bruna coming in. So we've lost our Chandra. That is fine, because we have 6 damage in our hand to just win. Unless he can gain life. Which somehow I doubt it. So. No, not Swamp, because we want to Collective Defiance, discard our hand, and deal 3 damage, which means the Fiery Temper can deal with the Madness 1. So discard all the cards in our hand, 3 damage to an opponent. We discard 3 damage. Madness the Fiery Temper to his face. And we win. Wonderful. Burn strikes again. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's episode. So if you've enjoyed the content, then make sure to leave a like down below. It helps me out a lot. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so. And if you're not quite sure, stay for the end card, see the rest of the content we've got to offer. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.